But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And he finds Howard complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch, either covering with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding the no gain.
That's caught by Howard. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. He may try and run for, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. They run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 11. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. On fourth down, it's Howard. Pushes him over, and he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Running with Howard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long?
He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Running from the gun with Howard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Clock now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll find Metcalf. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. To throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Howard. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. And he finds Parker here, complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Michael Brockers Picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense...
And the pressure gets to him again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Spiller. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He finds Taylor, complete. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 1st down, they drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect